Hi, my name is Laney, and my partner and I, Carson, decided to analyze the film Silver Linings Playbook. A quick description of our main characters: Pat Salatino. He's up here in the right corner. He's a man in his 30s, and he's recently been discharged from a psychiatric hospital due to his manic episode that he suffered. Pat lives with his family, and he is trying to rebuild his life. He's determined to get back together with his ex-wife, although she had distanced herself from him because of his manic behavior. Pat's family tend to downplay his emotions and often treat them as temporary instead of signs of disease. The film is set in modern day suburban Philadelphia, and the story kind of unfolds in a very close, tight knit neighborhood. Because the film takes place in a contemporary times, mental health resources exist, but there is still noticeable confusion surrounding disorders like bipolar 1. Here is Pat's diagnosis. He fits into many of the categories that honestly categorize this disorder. I mean, manic episodes, and he just shows sign of mania throughout the entire film, and it's clearly identifiable throughout the film. In the film, he was diagnosed with bipolar 1 disorder, and I feel if he went to a therapist, he would have been diagnosed with PTSD because he did experience a very traumatic event in the beginning of the film. I think bipolar 1 is easily diagnosed across all cultures. Although the symptoms may change, the behaviors are very consistent and recognized worldwide. So, two examples of evidence from the movie of bipolar disorder are when Pat wakes his parents up ranting about a book ending at 3 in the morning, and it shows a major lack of sleep and awareness of how disruptive he actually is to other people's lives. And the last example is when he's in his therapy session and is jumping around from topic to topic, not being able to focus on just one thing, which shows his manic energy and pressured
Everyone, my name is
speech.
Karsyn Bendele, and I'm going to be doing the second half of the presentation. We're going to jump straight into his treatment plan. So, a reasonable treatment plan for him would be to combine several medications and therapy, so specifically mood stabilizers along with cognitive therapy. This treatment is appropriate because it combines two different mechanisms. So, for one, the medication helps control the biological sides of his episodes, while the therapy gives him tools to manage stress and identify triggers, along with building healthy routines. So, there can be some ethical concerns about this treatment. There's not many, but it is important that medication is monitored so that side effects do not become harmful. And he should also have a say in his treatment instead of feeling pressured by family, or he could become a danger to himself or others. So, a non-existing symptom and a stigma. So, a non-existing symptom would be that he doesn't really deal with hallucinations or psychosis. This can happen in many different manic episodes, but this film doesn't really provide that to us, that he experiences them. So, bipolar disorder can carry a lot of stigma because many people misunderstand what it actually looks like. People are often hesitant to talk about it because this disorder is portrayed as dangerous or can be considered out of control. This can create fear and shame, so a lot of people don't seek help. Social media also tends to oversimplify bipolar treatments and disorders. Here are the cultural and societal barriers. So, this stigma around mental illness and a general lack of understanding about mania could easily keep him from getting the proper treatment. Some cultural beliefs encourage people to handle problems privately, which can make it harder for someone like him to reach out for professional help, which is seen in even our times nowadays. Here's our opinion if this film accurately portrayed bipolar disorder. So, we think that this film does do a decent job of portraying bipolar symptoms, especially the episodes and mood swings. Some scenes are dramatized for storytelling, obviously, just like any other movie or film, um, but they still do match up with what real bipolar disorder is. So, speaking back to this, how could we change our perspective based on watching this film? So, this could shape our understanding of mental health by showing the daily struggles and relationships of someone with bipolar disorder. This can help viewers sympathize while also risking oversimplification of this condition.